What up? What up? What up?
What's up, boys?
Back.
Happy 4th,
Yeah.
4th, 5th, whatever.
Happy belated.
Yeah, hope everybody had a good time, man. Good, nice long
Yeah.
weekend.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely
I
use
know I
that
did.
long weekend. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't really. Well, I had 3 days off last week prior to the weekend, so I did have 5 days in a row. But then I had to work Monday. But yeah, yesterday we had a great time. Went over to Mr. Nastassi's house, had a nice party over there.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple barbecues this weekend. Same thing. Just drinking some beer, throwing some cornhole bags, hanging out, man.
Yeah, man, it was a good time. You know what was cool over Sal's? His son and like a bunch of kids his age were there, and to see kids that age, they were in the front yard, literally playing baseball the whole time.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is awesome.
That's-
They're not sitting on their tablets or something, you know.
Yeah.
You were watching Sandlot live. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And they're all arguing over foul. Is this a foul ball? Is that a foul ball? Oh, it was hilarious, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Yeah, it was a
Seeing
really
that.
good time.
What's up, Pat?
That Pat?
Where's Pat? Oh, I don't have the comments thing on. Hold
Pat's on YouTube.
Pat watching on YouTube. Yeah, again,
Oh yeah.
click the go to our YouTube page, subscribe, click the like button, click the notification button. And let's see here. What is this?
I just got that too. I think Pop commented on the wrong thing. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I think you did.
I gotta get him in here.
That's all right. So yeah, the 4th is over. What's the next holiday? I guess not till Labor Day now, right?
Labor Day, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So of course, yesterday being the 4th, we had Joey Chestnut.
What a legend.
Talk about GOAT, man. I mean,
I mean, this guy just doesn't
No problem,
lose.
Pat. Yeah, 16th time that he won the mustard belt from Nathan's. 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
That's unheard of. I don't think I eat 62 hot dogs in 2 summers.
and he
crazy.
saved the event. It was about
Yeah,
to be
he
shut
did,
down
right?
for rain, and he's like, "Nah, fuckers, let's get this done."
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to get. We're gonna fucking do this thing, man. That was great.
Yeah.
He should have been like, "That sounds like a disqualification to me. I'm ready."
Exactly. So yeah, I guess we'll just jump into a couple of news and notes things, which again we don't have much. It's been a slow sports time. I mean, the biggest news and note thing would be obviously Joey Chestnut, I guess.
It's
Pop, what's up?
oh,
You had
Pop's
a
in the
good
comments
4th?
now. He's good. All right.
All right.
I was just
Pop's
about
in
to
the
call.
comments.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah, so that rain delay went for how long? About 2 hours, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were really about to cancel it, and he said like this is going on with or without you. So
But I
Yeah,
tell you what,
Just
though, as a
come along.
competitive eater, that's got to screw you up, though. Like, you prepare yourself for a certain time. You know, it's got to mess you up a little bit.
I mean, it didn't look like it messed him up much, but
what was he doing? He was. Oh, don't worry, I'm getting to that. That's in my news and
Oh,
notes.
God.
Don't worry. What's up,
What's up,
Michael
Jeff?
Power? We will definitely get to that.
up, Jeff?
I'm going to close news and notes with that one, man.
Yeah, we got a bunch with that.
Yeah. So yeah, Joey Chestnut, 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes. And look, like it, don't like it, whatever it may be. I mean, what these guys do, and women, what these guys and girls do, it's incredible because I mean, it's a sport, and you got to
100%,
train for it.
yeah.
You got to know what the hell you're doing, man.
It's no joke, man. This is a lot of hours that this guy has put in to have his
Yeah.
stomach and body, mentally, physically, everything has to be prepared for something like that, man. I mean, you are literally sitting there jamming 62 hot dogs down your throat.
And he's not just hot dogs, man. If you really look him up, like I was watching the other day, like he does Big Macs, oysters, wings.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he does
Yeah,
it all, man.
I remember,
You know?
I think it was honestly a year ago from around this time today where we talked about all the weird records and stuff.
Yes.
His name got thrown around a couple
I
times.
read out a lot of records last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I think his chicken wing thing was like 182 chicken wings in 10 minutes or something like that. I mean,
I
Yeah.
forget what his oyster one was, but his oyster one was crazy too.
it's
It was like-
insane. it's
It's
like
like
a
a
lot.
whatever
It was like, yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, it's not normal. So he does it again, man. What are you gonna do? I think if they didn't have the rain delay, I think he would have pushed for about at least 70. I think he would have went for. I think it definitely messes you up a little bit.
What's his record? 76 or something like that? A couple years ago? 76.
It's up there, man.
It's 70. Is it 76 or 72? Something like that. It's a lot, and I mean, look, it's fucking disgusting. But yeah. So 76. Yeah, 76 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. And
Jesus.
141 hard-boiled eggs in 8 minutes.
Oh,
Oh, Yeah.
I'm not going to go through this whole list again because we did it last year. But
That's like painful.
then we had
Oh yeah, that's right. Joey Chestnut put that guy out last year.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too. He chokeslammed that motherfucker while
Yeah.
eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
He was like, keep eating that shit.
That was incredible. 55 glazed donuts in 8 minutes.
Holy shit.
100. This one is mind blowing. Okay, 121 Twinkies in 6 minutes.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, that sounds like clogged arteries.
How is that even possible? 121 Twinkies in 6 minutes, man.
Oh,
I am absolutely throwing up after that. There's no way. Like, there's no
Right?
Yeah, that
Oh
is
my
bad.
God.
that
So
is gross, man.
hats off to Joey Chestnut. He does it again.
Yeah.
Some baseball news. Jimmy Cordero got suspended for the rest of the season.
Douchebag. I hope they
Rightfully
cut him
so. Rightfully
right
so.
after. What a scumbag.
I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but if you guys want to, if anyone out there doesn't know, just go Google it. You can find it. It's a domestic violence thing, and he does not have a good look at him right now. Let's just put it that way. Mike Trout looks like he's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. They say best case scenario would be maybe 4 weeks. Realistically,
see
it's looking 6 to 8 probably.
It definitely. He got surgery on his hand today.
That'll be a while.
For a while.
And it's like they haven't made the postseason in how many years now, and they're finally having a good year, a decent year.
Yeah.
And Mike Trout goes and gets hurt. I mean, the team's going downhill when Trout's not in the lineup.
Trout is hurt.
Absolutely.
Anthony Rendon just got hurt again. Otani's going to be out until after the All-Star game.
Well, that's more precaution, I think, right? He had blisters or something like
Yeah,
that.
his whole finger was all blistered up, the whole side of it.
From smacking all them home runs.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
actually happened while he was pitching. He couldn't grab the ball anymore.
Damn.
He was just in so much
that
pain.
sucks. Then you got Aaron Judge. They're saying that he's going to probably need surgery after the season on his toe. He's only running right now at 10%, so it looks like it's still going to be a while before we see Judge back.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a couple more weeks.
I could see like August 1st, probably,
Yeah.
around there, beginning of August. That
Which
Judge
is,
will be out.
what, it is what it is, man. Yanks, I know how shitty they've been. They're still the top 5 team in the AL right now. They're soaring into the playoffs as we speak. I mean, they're only going to get better. Rodon is starting. His first start is Friday.
Yep.
We got guys, man. We got guys.
Yeah, we do.
That are stepping up. Young guys. Volpe has been, on fire.
That kid's been ridiculous. Yeah.
He's so good. Really,
he's
really
awesome.
good. So
Stanton-
hopefully we change it around, man.
Stanton proving once again that he's all or nothing. It's either a home run or this guy is going to. Sometimes some of his strikeouts, he looks like a deer in headlights, man. It's mind blowing.
No, you're right.
It really is.
All right.
But look, if they keep winning, who gives a shit?
That's it. Yeah. I don't care
So
how
then
they
we
have to do it.
Hockey real quick. Rangers made a couple of big acquisitions. Semi-big, whatever. Blake Wheeler, Jonathan Quick.
Yep.
Bunch of other guys. I won't get into all of them. What I like about these signings is that just about all these guys have cup experience, that they've won at least one or multiple Stanley Cups, and I think that's big.
Definitely.
I think it shows that Lavia. Go ahead, Steven.
They're all team-friendly deals too. It's
All of them
nothing
are team-friendly
breaking the bank.
Yeah,
exactly,
No one really got paid.
And they're bringing in guys that have winning experience, which I think shows that that's what Laviolette wants. He wants. They felt they needed more leadership in that locker room. Which could. It was starting with the coach, obviously, from some of the stuff we've read.
Yeah.
So Islanders locked up Sorokin for 8 years, $66 million. Probably the smartest signing they've made in a while because Sorokin's one of the best. There's a bunch of other free agent signings. Again, being the time of year it is, I'm not going to get into all of it. So
we got plenty of time for hockey.
Yeah, and we have some fun stuff to talk about tonight. So now let's talk about this. Our buddy, my friend, the guy that I love, that's all sarcastic. Skip fucking Bayless. Okay?
Asinine.
This guy comes out and says that Aaron Rodgers is, did he say he's one of or arguably the most overrated player of all time?
Oh, no, he said the most. He said he's not that guy. He is the most overrated player of all time, and that the Jets fans should be ready for all disappointment.
How does this guy still have a fucking job?
Dude, it's all clickbait. He knows he's going to get people's attention. He's going to get people like us riled up.
It works. I mean, we're talking about him.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
it
We're
works.
talking about him.
It works sometimes. I mean, I really don't get that mad about it, but listen.
Do you think he actually believes that though, or is it all bullshit?
Sometimes with him, I don't know, man.
Sometimes
I
I
don't know
believe.
either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, I mean, I'm sad sad to say it's your team, but he sucks the Cowboys like it's no tomorrow.
See, but he's one of those like unrealistic Cowboy fans. At least I have a little.
My God.
I'll
He was
shoot-
saying Dak
Yeah.
is better than him.
No,
I mean, like, this guy's nuts.
how many rings does Dak have? I'm sorry, I love him, but like, how many? Come on.
How
Yeah.
many MVPs?
You
I
know,
mean,
how
come
many
on, man. He's
MVPs?
overrated. It's just, it's. I don't even know what to say about it. It's.
I don't either.
Ah,
I don't
it really
like
is.
what he said that the Jets made like a monumental mistake and all this and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking? This is Aaron fucking Rodgers.
And
Okay.
Pat, you know what? To go off Pat, as a Jets fan, I wasn't either. I thought he was an arrogant asshole. I never liked him. You guys heard me rip him on this show how many times?
Yeah.
And then once he came to the Jets, I saw how he was in the press conference. I saw how the team liked him. I know
Yeah.
what he does on the field. I mean, all that, the pride is to the side, man. I love what this guy's doing with us now. And to sit
Yeah.
here and say he's overrated is fucking ridiculous, man. The guy
Yeah.
is arguably the best ball spinner to ever touch a football.
Ever.
Just look at his stats. The stats.
He has the best touchdown
go
to interception
facts.
ratio ever.
Go
ever.
facts.
Ever.
Look at the stats.
Ever
Yeah,
played the
yeah.
game.
I don't know.
It's
How many
fucking.
Hall of Famers that have more rings than him? Eli, Peyton, Brady has 6 more rings than this guy. No one has the stats that this guy does.
No.
No one
no.
even comes close, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
his
it's
football
just-
IQ is ridiculous.
His IQ is phenomenal.
Yep.
I would say the most gifted quarterback we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And clutch. I mean, you got to look at the clutch factor
Always
this guy's
clutch,
got.
man.
Yeah.
How many, last second throws, Hail Marys this guy's made,
Yeah.
you know?
The
Like,
guy has had a top 10 defense once in his entire career.
Yeah.
That year, he went on and he held up the Lombardi Trophy. I mean,
Yep.
It's that simple. The
Right.
Jets had a top 5 defense last year with the worst QB play in the last 5 years. If the Jets defense can come out and have anything somewhat similar to what they did last year, Rodgers is going to be running into the playoffs, man.
Oh, forget it.
How can
Forget it.
Skip Bayless even be serious?
Just like Steven said, it works because here we are fucking talking about the asshole. You know, I mean,
He's such a scumbag. Fuck.
it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I couldn't when you sent me that clip, I was just like, no, he didn't do this, did he?
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
it was like-
god!
a 2-minute sit. It wasn't like he just tweeted it. He like sat there looking at a camera face to face. Like, what the fuck are you saying, man?
It's mind blowing. It's
It's-
fucking mind blowing, man.
It really
I mean,
is.
I don't know, man. I really don't know what else to say. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it anymore. That's how
Yep.
fucking
Yeah.
annoying it is. You know.
Yep.
I mean,
Wow, Stanton just made a really nice double play. Holy shit.
Playing with a little above average receiver besides Adams and is still a 4-time MVP. 2 of those years being back to back.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That sentence right there tells it all. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't think Rodgers gives 2 fucks about what Skip Bayless is saying
Not a
about him right now.
chance.
No.
Oh my god. There's no slight possibility he gives a fuck. He doesn't care what anybody says, man.
No, he is. Skip Bayless is a fucking schmuck.
He
really
told
is,
Schefter,
man.
get the fuck out of my phone.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He
That
does
was
not
absolutely
care, man.
hilarious.
It's-
Other than that, NFL, not much going on. Still no contract for Saquon. Josh Jacobs still holding out.
Yeah.
You know what's pretty funny? In hockey, the St. Louis Blues signed a guy named Josh Jacobs. I'm like, here's a guy in the NHL no one's even heard of, and that Josh Jacobs got signed before the one that had the rushing title last year in the NFL.
Yeah.
Pretty ironic.
Yep.
So anyway, so that's pretty much all I had in news and notes. Did I miss anything? No, that's about it, man.
Yeah,
That's about
that's can't really think of anything else, man. I know I told you guys a little bit about the Tarasenko thing. I know we weren't talking too much hockey, but
Oh
Vladimir
yeah, you know what? Well, yeah,
Tarasenko-
why don't you touch on that? Touch on that a
yeah,
little bit.
man. He had a little bit of a falling out with his agent. It looked like he didn't really want to sign the deal with the Canes. He wasn't 100% on it yet, and the agent went out of his way to go agree to the contract without him knowing.
Yeah.
And now they're saying it's up in the air where he's going to sign. He just got a new agent, and no deal is done yet. So, I mean, it's
he
like
fired his agent, right?
Yeah, he fired him on the spot, man. This is kind of similar to the Freddie Freeman situation, man. Freeman 2 years ago, free agent after winning the World Series, and his agent fucked him over. His agent didn't tell him that Atlanta was prepared to match the deal the Dodgers gave him, and said that Atlanta was giving him the short end of the stick, and Freeman was like, let's take the Dodger deal without even knowing Atlanta wanted him back.
How does that even happen? I don't understand how that even happens, though. Like, the player has to sign the contract, so how are the teams not even in contact with them a little bit, you know?
Usually all the financials usually goes right through the agent. Like, you don't have a money conversation without the agent present, and the agent went behind his back and said the Braves didn't offer the same thing when he said after the fact, I think he even sat out 2 games after because he was so upset about it. Like, he was like, I would have went back. This is my home. Like, you just had me move from Atlanta. You literally made me go all the way on the other side of the country. Like, I'm all the way in California. I'm all the way in Los Angeles. Like,
that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
that is absolutely crazy.
Uprooted my family when they had the same deal on the table. I could have stayed where I was.
Yeah,
it's wild.
And Larry Brooks reported on Twitter that Tarasenko wanted to stay with the Rangers.
Yeah.
But they just don't have the space for him. I think
they need to
have to cut a couple
money.
guys. They're gonna have to make some room, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make room for him.
A lot of people are saying that they should buy out Goodrow.
Is that worth it though?
I don't know.
Yeah, because then you lose
the upside of Tarasenko. If you can afford him, if you get rid of Goodrow, I would rather have Tarasenko.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that's tough. Because you're gaining to lose, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Addition by subtraction, Mike.
Yeah, I see that. You know, but you're also talking about a guy that could possibly be a top line winger or a second line winger compared to a guy who played on the 4th line last year. You know?
Yeah. No, that's true.
And look, you need your depth, and you need guys like Goodrow. Honestly, in the playoffs, Goodrow, I know it was only 7 games, but Goodrow was pretty effective when he was out.
He was real good.
Yeah. But so was Tarasenko. So
definitely,
I don't see him coming back to the Rangers. I really don't. I think there's a much better chance that we re-sign Patrick Kane than Tarasenko.
Which I would do,
in my opinion.
Add him to the long-time IR. Let him come back. That's it. You come back by January, and then you hopefully have the old Patrick Kane with a new hip.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
you know,
so really all you can hope for. So
got to see what type of deal he'll get. You know, he's also unrestricted, so someone might, someone who's really close right now, even closer than the Rangers, might throw a boatload of money at him. You know,
that's very
which
true.
we can't afford to do.
No,
so
I mean, I could see a team like the Canes or the Devils coming out and throwing money at this guy now.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Those two teams
they're making moves, man.
They're loaded, man.
Those teams are fucking loaded.
The Canes are just. I mean, they get Tony D'Angelo back. I mean, they're going to get everybody, man.
Yeah. That's the whole Eastern Conference, really. Not even just the Rangers division. The whole conference
is tough.
I know a Western Conference team won the Cup this year, but the Eastern Conference, in my opinion, is way more loaded than the West is. You know,
definitely.
Look how many East teams lost.
Yeah,
that we thought were going to go all had a chance. You know,
well, not only that. Look at the races. I mean, like, it was so tight in the East, and the West is pretty much set. You know, playoff wise, like
it's true.
Florida came down to the last regular season game. Like,
no,
I feel like that's so rare. You know,
yeah, and again, like we said a few weeks ago, look at the run they went on. You know,
it's crazy, man.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with Tarasenko. I would imagine. Back to football real quick. So guys like Saquon Jacobs, they have till I think July 18th to sign the
17th to 18th, something like that.
To reach a deal or sign the tag. Yeah, so we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Right now, you know what sounds crazy? I think there's more realistic chance of Saquon getting something done than Josh Jacobs right now.
Probably.
Like, Jacobs been pretty vocal. He's pretty pissed, man.
Yeah,
I mean, his standpoint, though, rightfully so. You're the leading rusher. You know what I mean? Like,
dude led the league in rushing last year, man. You know,
he's been really good for 2 years. So
he had over 2,000 yards from scrimmage. You know, I mean, a shitload of touchdowns. I mean, I don't know. I mean, but we can go over the whole running back positional value thing a million times. You know,
changes every season, man.
I mean, that's a huge piece missing for the Raiders if he doesn't sign or play. You know?
Oh yeah. I mean, Listen, Raiders are one of those teams I think this year that we might not see much of, man. They're going to kind of fall behind everybody.
It all depends on how far Jimmy takes them, you know?
That's if Jimmy's even on the team.
It's looking like he's going to be, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go. They're not going to let him go. I mean,
how can you move?
Really? You made the move for him. You're not going to, you know.
Yeah, but that's all injury based, right? Like if he's not ready to play, they have the option to just cut
Yes, they can cut him with no cost.
Yeah. But then you got to replace him. You need somebody, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But
whatever, man. We'll still a lot of guys available, man. I'm sure within the next 3-4 weeks, we're going to have guys getting picked up left and right.
Oh, yeah. I think
Kareem Hunt, Leonard Fournette, all these guys, they're going to get signed by somebody. Zeke.
Yep.
Someone's going to throw them on the depth chart and just have them.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah. Well, Cook's a definite. He's going to get signed somewhere. Yeah. I'm hoping it's the Jets, man. I really am.
Sounds like it. All signs are pointing in that direction, you know.
Yeah, I think he wants to be a Jet, man. He loves everything on Twitter, always commenting back at the guys saying about the Jets. I mean,
yep, he's retweeting stuff about the Jets and everything. So yeah, it looks like he wants to be there. That's for sure.
He's smart though, man. Play it to the last second. See if anyone throws more money at you. If they don't, you go play and have the best backfield in football.
Right, pretty much, yeah.
I'm still waiting on that D-Hop drop, you know, see where he goes.
I have a feeling it's going to be the Patriots, man.
I think it's New England.
It still doesn't bother me because Mac Jones fucking stinks.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Exactly. You got a garbage person throwing you the ball. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Jones sucks. And, even like, so say they had a better quarterback, right, than Mac Jones. Is that team still in a position where, like, you're going to go out and win the division over the Jets and Buffalo or Miami? Either all three of them. New England's going to be basement.
A couple years ago, maybe. Not now.
Not now.
Yeah.
Not a chance now.
No way.
Still got Belichick. I don't think it matters. Definitely. Zappy is better than Mac Jones, man. They all want him. They all want him. All the team was saying they wanted him. Bill Belichick killed those rumors fast.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was looking like. You know, it looked like the team wanted him.
Yeah,
so we'll
definitely.
see, man. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited. I can't wait for training camp. Hopefully they announce Hard Knocks soon. I mean, they said it was the Jets, but now it's like...
Oh, that's right, yeah.
No one has said anything in like 2 weeks now. They're just kind of brushing it off. Like the Jets are pushing to not be on it.
I kind of don't blame them. I don't think I'd want my team on there either.
I wouldn't want my team on it.
Not this season, man. Just
not
getting Rodgers. Like you want to be locked in and have this team ready to go, man.
Yeah. Well, and why do you think the league wants the Jets on it?
Of course.
I mean, they got Rodgers. They have tons of young talent. It's an exciting thing for the league. But if I'm Salah, if I have any chance of backing out of this fucking thing, I don't want these cameras anywhere around me, man.
No, definitely. I mean, there's so many guys that are like an attraction piece on this show. I mean, you look at Sauce, like just the name Sauce, this guy is going to get, I mean, the viewers are going to be crazy just because of him.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a lot of stuff there. But again, I as a fan, I'd love it. I'd love to watch it, but hopefully,
of course you do,
man. I don't want to see it. I don't want it. It's not worth
it. It will be. I mean, look, it'll be fun to watch. I mean, Hard Knocks is fun no matter what team it is. You know,
it's sick. Last year was awesome with the Lions.
With the Lions, it's such a great show. It really is.
Yeah.
But so we have a topic tonight that we're going to jump into.
Yep.
Top NFL busts of all time. There's a lot of guys.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, for sure.
There is.
What
I don't know.
the hell was that noise? Oh, you were moving something, Steven?
No.
Okay. No, it sounded like I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Patrick, I can't express how excited I am for this season. I don't care what anyone said. August 3rd is the beginning of the season. Absolutely, man.
Definitely. Jason, I kind of agree, but I mean, even if he is ready week 1, I don't know if he's going to be 100%. So to have Cook to, be that fallback guy in case Brees isn't feeling 100%, I mean, that'll be the best 1-2 in the league in the backfield, man.
Yeah, and I said this a few weeks ago. Like, I watched Saquon go through it with this injury, as a Giants fan. And, he played a decent amount the following season, but he was not even close to the back that he should be. So if I'm them, I'm jumping all over Cook because I want an insurance policy, man.
I would go get him without a doubt. Fucking cut one of these other guys. Cut Donovan Knight. Cut Michael Carter. Who cares?
I like Knight. I like Bam Knight.
I like both of them, but listen, I'm taking Dalvin Cook over either of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Stop it. Not Swift and Penny. Hell no.
No,
Swift,
come on.
You're lucky if you get Swift for 8 games, and we got 2 1,000-yard rushers, man. Stop that.
Yeah. Knock that off. I'm not even a Jets fan, but knock that Let's jump into the bust, man. Now, I have a little bit of a criteria for this. I don't know if you guys agree or not. I feel like to really be considered a top bust, you should probably be at least a top 10 pick overall to be considered a bust. At a minimum, you got to be a first round pick, right? I mean,
at minimum
it
first
has
round.
to be a first round.
Yeah,
at least the first round. And I don't consider guys who had to leave because of injury a bust.
No, that's
I don't know
that's
about
not
that.
I do.
You do.
Well,
Yeah.
it depends on the reason for the injury. If you were like keeping yourself in shape, or like you're doing something stupid, like you were quadding or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See that little dig he just threw at the fucking Giants there? Because didn't they have that guy that was quadding? What's his name? Xavier McKinney? Wasn't he the last year? He's got to throw a fucking dig.
Listen, shit.
Hey, the shoe fits, man.
All right. Who wants to start it up? We're going to go 5-1, right? Top 5?
5-1. Yep.
Okay.
I got two mention. Oh, you got it, Steven.
No, you go do your honorable mentions because I didn't do any of those.
Right,
I didn't do those either.
First one I had was Matt Leinart.
I got to look something up real quick. But go ahead.
Matt Leinart was
Matt Leinart. That guy was hyped. A lot of hype on that guy.
Yeah,
really hyped. Second one might be a shock. I feel like we've talked about it on here before, talking about some of the best college players ever. I'm going Reggie Bush, man. I think Reggie Bush was
actually my 5, believe it or not, Reggie Bush.
Yeah,
he's on my list as well
because of how much like hype he got in college. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was probably one of the best college football players ever.
I think he is the best college player.
Yeah. He's in the conversation for sure.
He is,
but I mean, not much after, man. I mean, it was almost
very
like
average.
You know what it was? He couldn't pull that same crap he pulled in college in the pros. Like you can't dance around the backfield for 20 seconds and then bust off a 30-yard run. Those guys are going to kill you, and a lot of them hit him pretty fucking hard. Man.
Yeah. Oh man, when his rookie season, there was a play.
Yeah, the Welcome to the NFL Reggie Bush.
Yes.
YouTube it. And he got blasted.
Destroyed.
Holy shit, did he get hammered on that one, man? It was incredible.
Christ.
Incredible.
Yeah, he was my number 5 actually, though, because like I felt weird saying that he was a bust because like he wasn't terrible.
But no, he definitely was. He was far from terrible.
But for how he was in college, though, it definitely didn't translate, though.
No. I mean, that was a guy I thought was going to change the NFL. Like,
yeah,
he was a
freak. You look back at it, and he's a guy that should have had a rookie year like Saquon Barkley had. It should have just been
better.
like
he should have been better. Like,
or better, right?
Watching him play, I mean, I used to watch his highlight video once a week. This guy there was just something. It was like something was in his Gatorade on the sideline. Because he was a fucking animal, man.
Yeah, he was a freak. He was. My number 5. This one goes back a little ways. My number 5 is Blair Thomas.
Okay.
Drafted 1990 by the New York Jets. He was the second overall pick, running back out of Penn State.
How to go for the Jets, huh? All right, first pick.
Well, when I tell you this, you're gonna know why. Okay, so he was the second overall pick. Now he was. They said if you look up some stuff on him, he's probably they say the third best running back that Penn State ever had.
Yeah,
wow.
I think they had Saquon at number 1. I forget who they had at number 2, and then Blair Thomas. In college, the guy was a monster.
Yeah.
So he gets drafted in 1990. He has a career total of 2,000 rushing yards, and he was out of the league in 95.
Garbage. Trash.
Total garbage. Yeah.
Fucking horrible.
Blair the Tear Thomas.
That is god awful.
Yeah, so that is my number 5, is Blair Thomas.
I have Trent Richardson. That's my 5.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
2012, he was the third overall pick to the Browns. Who else?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy at Alabama, he made Derrick Henry look small, by the way. He was 6'5", 240. Big son of a bitch running the ball.
Yeah.
And he came into the NFL. I mean, just a disappointment, man.
Yeah, just
never
terrible.
Turned out to be anything, really.
Yeah, he didn't do shit.
Yep.
Steven, who you got at number 4, man?
Let's see.
Excuse me.
So my number 4, I guess. Again, I don't know if you guys would consider it a bust, but I put Vince Young. I put Vince Young at my 4.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Because,
That didn't even register to me, but that's actually a really good one.
Yeah, because like he started off actually pretty good. Like he actually had a winning record in the NFL, but like for again a guy who took down the top dogs in college, one of the best championship games I've ever seen, believe it or not.
Oh yeah. What's up, Sammy?
What's up, Sammy? And then I don't know, man. It's just like he just like fell off. He had some like weird issues going on. He was fighting with coaches and like
it was a mess.
It just got strange, man. And then he pretty much just disappeared. Like that was it.
Because he came in, it was him and Mariota that year, right? It was the two of them. No, I'm thinking of what's his name. I'm sorry.
Him and Leinart.
I'm thinking of what's his name. Years later. 30 picks. Jameis Winston.
Oh, Winston. Yeah.
Yeah,
man. It was he came in hot from college, and I don't know, man. It was just. I was expecting way more from him. It seemed like he was going to do it, and then all of a sudden it just blew up. So
he
was my
Chris. What's up, man? Chris, Tim Couch. Chris. Yes. As a matter of fact, just to go back to what Angelo did, I'll give you 2 honorable mentions right now. Tim Couch, without a doubt. You could have a top 5 list of all guys that were drafted by the fucking Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Tim Couch being one of them, and Kajana Carter. Go look up Kajana Carter.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. Zach Wilson, he might be on this list in a couple of years. We'll be talking about him as one of the biggest busts.
Yeah, I'm still going to go. I'm still going to give him. He is, another Jet. Oh.
Yeah, Chris knows who Kajana Carter is, man. Disaster. So that would be honorable mentions for me.
Fuck.
What number are we doing right now? 4. I had Reggie Bush, who we just talked about. Reggie Bush, he was my number 4.
Okay. Yeah. I had Justin Blackman. I don't know if you guys remember him on the Jaguars.
Yeah.
That receiver. He came in. They were calling him Calvin Johnson 2.0.
They compared him to Des Bryant too.
And Des Bryant because he was long. And just never panned out. He's with the Jags for a couple of years. They traded him, and then he was out of the league within I think 5 years too. Pretty bad, man.
It's crazy when you see some of the and there's guys back from the 80s too, that got back in the 80s. You're a rookie, you get signed to like a $10 or $11 million contract. Back then, it's a lot of money, and they're out of the league in 2 years. Brian Bosworth, go look at Brian Bosworth.
I know that one. Yeah,
I mean, Jesus Christ.
I was gonna put him on the list, honestly.
Bosworth.
I was gonna.
Yeah, then he did some really bad 80s movies.
Bust.
Yeah. Now look, he had a really bad, some really bad injury problems and shit too. But I mean, whatever, man. Talk about a bust. Yeah.
First overall pick at that position, and you fucking play 3 years in the league. Get out of here.
Yeah, he's terrible. All right, number 3, Steven, who you got at 3?
I got Johnny Manziel at 3.
Same.
I mean,
that's
another guy that was hyped and was supposed to save the franchise, and he was all tight because everybody passed on him, and then he went later, and then he ended up gambling and drugs, and I mean,
Manziel was going to be on my list. The only reason is my criteria of being like a top 10 pick to really be considered a huge all-time bust. But I mean, come on, John. If you Google bust, I think his name comes up like.
I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine. So
the guy was just a fuck up, man. What a fuck up.
Doing the money sign at the draft.
But that was
drafted 22 and you throw up the money. You're a fucking dick.
But also, like the same thing with like the ESPN analysts and everything. Like, Manziel's a savior. He's a savior.
Oh yeah.
No, he's not. Stop it.
No. That's why everyone at ESPN's getting fucking fired.
Yeah.
Okay? They're all getting laid off.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Exactly.
My number 3, and this one's going to be for Uncle Mike, Michael Power, Rick Myra. Rick fucking Myra. This guy, drafted 2nd overall, 1993. The guy he was in the league for 10 years. He's got a career 13 touchdowns. Hold on. Yeah, 13 touchdowns and wow, I can't read my own fucking handwriting.
This fucking guy, I can't even read.
Yeah, I totally fucked something up here. Oh no! I'm sorry. That's wrong. Okay, I had it written wrong. He has the most touchdowns he's thrown in a season was 13, and I think he's got a total of like 24 career wise. That's it. When he came into the league, they were saying he was the next Joe Montana. He was the next Joe Montana, this fucking guy. This guy, I don't even know how he got a contract. I don't know how he got drafted. I mean, one of the worst. And I remember watching him play because that year was when Vinny Testaverde got hurt. Now, the Jets did not draft Myra. He went there years later. Yeah. Bill Parcells was coaching them. Vinny goes down, and it was Bill Parcells was trying to push this whole thing with Rick Myra for whatever fucking reason. And Jesus. The guy, I think he played 8 games for the Jets. He threw like 6 touchdowns. I mean, it was just – then they brought Ray Lucas in. Ray Lucas came in after Myra finally. But, I mean, they probably would have made the playoffs that year if he would have just started Lucas from the fucking get-go. Kyle Brady, that's another good one. Mm-hmm. Jets drafted Kyle Brady over Warren Sapp.
Fuck you, Mike.
Oh boy. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going with Rick Myra as my number 3 overall.
Oh, what a disgrace! What a disgrace. We are a shit show.
I mean, that's right up there with drafting Ken O'Brien over fucking Dan Marino, man. The pain. Yeah, you're not kidding, man. Papa Mahomes. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, they drafted Blair Thomas over Emmitt Smith that year.
Jesus.
Yeah,
we got to do this one show. We just got to do a full thing of people getting passed on.
That's a good one. Who got passed on?
A lot of them, man.
Yeah, Dan Marino, John Elway, right? Didn't John? Oh no, John Elway he did the Eli Manning. He got drafted by the Colts and refused to play there. Yeah.
Joe Montana was a 3rd round pick.
Jets.
The Jets. Oh.
I hate you guys.
Let's just do a draft. We'll do a full draft episode just going over the Jets and the Browns, and let's just analyze a lot of their drafts, man.
We'd have the longest show in history.
Mitch Trubisky over Mahomes. Yeah, didn't they trade up for Trubisky?
Oh, yeah.
But to be fair, Trubisky was better in college, though. A lot of people shit on Trubisky, that trade. He was good. He just sucked the second he came into the league. Horrible.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be like, I have a feeling our 2 and 1 are all the same. But I don't know. We'll see when we get there.
I would almost bet it.
All right, so I went with Rick Myra as 3. What do you guys got? Well, Steve, did you say
we both had Manziel? Yeah, we both had Manziel.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. You guys both did Manziel. Right. Okay. All right. So what do you guys got for number 2?
Ryan Leaf.
I have Leaf at 2 also. Yeah.
I have Russell at 2 and Leaf at 1.
Russell's by 1.
Russell go either way, right?
Far one.
The reason I took Russell
I didn't get it, my bad. I have the Yankee game on, man.
The reason I took Russell 1, though, is because of the money he got. I know Ryan Leaf did. A different time period. Jamarcus Russell got so much guaranteed money and was absolute trash. Mm-hmm. That's why he got my number 1 spot.
Yeah, and look, Ryan Leaf, again, he was drafted in 98, right? So I didn't watch college football back then. I was 18 years old. But he was, from what I've heard and from what I've seen and read,
solid.
In college, he was better than Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
No doubt. That's what everyone says. He was better.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of you got to have context, man. Because again, that Trubisky, everyone always says, "Oh, how do you take Trubisky over Mahomes?" Mahomes was good in college. Mahomes was not better than him.
Right.
Mahomes got beat in college a lot.
I love these names that are coming up here. This is great. Browning Nagel. Oh, another Jets fucking wondrous draft pick there. Browning Nagel. Calvin Pryor. I forgot about Calvin Pryor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was a fucking disaster.
He was good for like a season.
Yeah. So, dude, check out this stat on Ryan Leaf, right? So, drafted 2nd overall. Peyton Manning goes 1st. So, the Colts GM at the time should be in the Hall of Fame just for that.
Definitely.
So, he gets drafted in 98. He's out of the league in 2002. 4 years. He's gone.
Out. Yeah.
Horrible.
He finishes his career with 13 touchdowns and 33 interceptions. That's Ryan Leaf's fucking career. Then he ran into a lot of
legal stuff, right?
Legal shit, yeah, drug dealing and shit. And he did some time in the pen. And I mean, Ryan Leaf just went to shit in a hurry. I've seen him lately, though, the last few years. He pops up on like talk shows for the NFL and stuff every once in a while. Mm-hmm. So maybe he's What is this here? Mahomes isn't as good if he didn't get drafted by KC, and Andy isn't his coach. I do not agree with that. I don't agree with that. Well, look, maybe they helped groom him as a rookie. Mahomes, right now, so far from what I've seen, and again, he's got to continue it, obviously, but you look at the most gifted quarterbacks in football is Aaron Rodgers and is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I agree with Jason, honestly.
His nickname should be the fucking magician, for Christ's sake.
I want to read Pat's list real quick. He has Johnny Manziel, Kevin White, Jake Locker, Ryan Leaf, Jamarcus Russell, and his honorable mention is Henry Ruggs. Didn't even think about that, asshole.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different list.
Yeah, that's a whole nother list.
He was a bust. He busted the speed limit.
True. Odd stat: Jamarcus Russell never threw a pick six.
He never got the chance because he was.
I don't think he had the opportunity to.
Exactly.
What a dumb fuck. I mean, the guy literally could have plugged in the tape and saw that it was empty. And he said, "Oh, I saw cover 3. I saw quarters." I said, "Yeah, you did on a blank tape. You fucking idiot."
Oh my God. But imagine it gets to the point where, as a coaching staff, you have to try to trick this guy to see if he's watching film. Isn't that enough to know that I need this fucking guy off my team?
Problematic enough.
Hold on, ready? I got another name for you. Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, he's got a chance of winding up in that list, man. That's for sure.
Murray.
I mean, look, there's so many guys you can start naming here, right? What's his name? Jesus Christ, I'm losing my fucking mind. I can't think right now.
Who was that? There was that kid from Detroit too. That was bad, right? The wide receiver. What was his name?
Who's the quarterback that's bounced around, but he was in the same draft as Darnold and all those guys?
Rosen?
Josh Rosen.
Horrible.
Yeah. And look, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, of course, but the guy that just got killed a year and a half ago on the highway.
Yeah. Dwayne Haskins.
He wasn't going to be anything in the league no matter what. I mean, again, it sucks that he passed away. It's horrible, but I mean, he was never going to become a starter somewhere. He sucked.
Charles Rogers, drafted number 2 in 2003 by the Detroit Lions.
Charles Rogers, yeah. That's a good one.
Dunk. Exactly.
Pat, I agree with both those names right there. Sam Darnold is definitely a bust. Mayfield's on the cusp. I wouldn't put him there.
I wouldn't call him a bust, though.
Sam Darnold, the 3rd overall pick, that he's a fucking bust, man.
I don't know about Baker.
I don't think Sam Darnold's a bust yet. He's still playing though. Like he's still a starter in the league.
We don't even know if he is a starter yet.
Great or shit. But he's fighting for a job on one of the best rosters in football. I won't say I don't think he's good, but I don't think he's a total bust yet. If he goes on to have a 10-year career of being a serviceable backup like he's been, I don't think that's really a bust. He just didn't live up to total potential. Like Leaf was a bust. That's 3 years out. Sam Darnold's already past that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's true. All right. Oh, Carson Wentz. That's an interesting one. Is Carson Wentz a bust?
I don't.
I'm going to say no because I think technically he has a Super Bowl, no?
Yeah, he didn't play in it though.
Yeah, but he led them to that record though. He got them to that record though.
He did. Sure. And he wasn't that high of a draft pick either, was he?
No, he was like no. He was like number 3, I think, right? Or 2.
Oh, was he drafted that high? I don't remember.
Yeah.
He was definitely.
I wouldn't consider him a bust. So no. If he didn't have that good a season that year, they're not even sniffing the Super Bowl.
No, definitely.
Yeah, that's
a
solid point.
He got hurt at the end of the year that year, and then Foles.
Like right at the end of the year. I mean,
literally at the end of the year.
I think it was the last game of the season. No, it was.
Yeah.
I think it was even later than that. It might have been the last game of the season. Yeah, he got hurt pretty late, man.
Oh, you know what? You're right. He was the 2nd overall pick.
Yeah, who was before him? Do you know? Does it say?
I'll tell you right now.
I feel like it was another quarterback taken right before Wentz. I might be wrong though. He might have been the year with a defensive lineman in front of him. I can't remember.
It was 2016. Jared Goff.
That's right, Goff. I knew it was someone. Yeah, Goff.
Yeah. Look, you know what? Rams made the right choice. Jared Goff's definitely better than Carson Wentz.
For sure.
No doubt. Doubt. They definitely made the right choice.
Yeah, Pat was right. Goff, yep. Yeah, so
he was, yeah.
I mean, it's so crazy because again, you could pick out so many names of guys that have been bust really when you run down, just Google a draft of any year and just go down and you'll know the guys that are the names and the guys that just went nowhere.
Listen, majority of this league is obvious just because of the fact it's not possible to have more first rounders than every other round. But it's true, like for a fact, majority of first rounders, they don't pan out, man.
No, it's true.
They end up dropping off.
Well,
Gurley's a tough one too, because Gurley had some solid years.
Yeah.
He just took a really fast fall off, like Le'Veon Bell. Bell was the best running back in football for 4 years, and then he decided to take a year off, come to the Jets, and he was horrible.
So, 2016, right? Wentz goes second. I'm going to name off just the top 5 guys in that draft, right?
Yep.
Goff, Wentz, Joey Bosa, Zeke, and Jalen Ramsey.
All
You're not looking at any bust there, man.
No way.
All on different teams, though.
Was Leonard Fournette that year too?
Oh no, Bosa's still with the Chargers. That's right. 4 out of the 5 are on different teams.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Leonard Fournette was not that year.
2017. Fournette was
the year after.
17?
Yeah.
I think he was the 7th pick in the draft.
He was 7. Yeah.
So in the same draft, though, the 10th overall pick. Tell me if you guys consider this a bust. Eli Apple.
No.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I mean,
he was the starting corner on a Super Bowl team, man. He, as shitty as he was, he still made it there, man. He played the whole season. He was pretty good until he had to face Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And basically all corners turned to shit when they were playing Kupp.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who's a major bust? Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
From how he was in college. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's a bust.
I think he was just a big hype, man. I don't even know if people thought he was talented.
Well,
he was just a big hype.
I don't know, man. Some people claim that he's the best college football player ever.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that.
Fuck no.
I see that all the time. I don't know, man. If you really,
he's in the top 5.
He's in the conversation. He's definitely.
I don't know. Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know.
Tim Tebow was a hell of a football player in college, man.
For sure, yeah.
He was good, but I don't know if I'd put him in my top 5.
He is a first-round pick. Speaking of Denver, Paxton Lynch.
Oh.
First-round draft pick, Paxton Lynch,
the Peyton Manning replacement, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, was he the guy after Peyton? Or was that Brock Osweiler?
Osweiler, yeah.
Osweiler was after him. That's right, yeah. Osweiler was supposed to be the fucking
He wasn't terrible. He wasn't Peyton Manning, obviously, but he wasn't.
No.
You know what? That year, though, that Denver went and won the Super Bowl when Peyton basically did nothing in that last Super Bowl because he was really beat up and his arm was fucked. Yeah. And Osweiler played a lot of good games for them, man.
He did.
No doubt.
And he stepped up in the playoffs and helped those guys, too, you know?
Yeah.
Very true. Had his name in like every guy right before I say him. What did he just said? Paxton Lynch.
Yeah.
D. Milner. D. Milner. Total bust.
Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Another one in college. Amazing. Lockdown in college.
Yep.
Came to the NFL. Didn't even play his rookie year.
Yeah.
Garbage. Piece of shit.
What about years ago when Tiki Barber was on the Giants, the Thunder and Lightning? Ron Dane. There's a bust for you.
Oh,
Giants drafted him, I think, 8th overall or 9th overall or something like that, and he came in and
I was just gonna say what Pat said. Eric Flowers.
Eric Flowers. There's a bust for you.
Fucking atrocious. Oh,
remember the year the Cowboys drafted Taco Charlton?
Yep.
That was bad one too. Oh my god,
that was a rough one, man.
That was a rough one. Yeah.
That was bad. That was real bad.
Let me see. Let me check one other guy here.
A guy named Taco. Wow.
Taco
Charlton.
Oh man, I wish this guy was drafted higher. Nathan fucking Peterman. A 5th-round pick, though, you can't consider that a bust. He's exactly what they expected him to be.
Yeah. Fucking awful.
The living legend continues.
You're not kidding, man.
Fucking awful. Absolutely.
Oof.
Awful.
Jesus Christ. All right, so there's some busts. I mean, Bryce Young. That's a good one.
The guy didn't even play it.
Yeah.
He's going to be a bust. I go back a couple of weeks and watch our show. Bryce Young's a bust. I've said this from day one, bro.
Come on.
From day one.
Come on.
I was watching the other day on Instagram. They were like, "Oh, Bryce Young gets emotional seeing his locker for the first time and all this stuff." And I was at work, and Mo goes, "Yeah." He goes, "They didn't show." He was crying because there's a step stool in front of it.
I think he's going to be all right.
Pat,
I think he's going to be
I
fine.
love the Bryce Young pick, man. I love the Bryce Young pick.
I think he's going to be fine. 1-0 Yankees. Josh Donaldson.
Yeah,
Opposite
buddy.
field home run. Let's go.
I've been saying since day one, mark it down. Pat, keep a record. Someone keep a record of it. Bryce Young will be a bust.
We'll see. I think he's going to be all right.
Definitely disagreeing with that one.
Especially in that division. He'll be all right.
Oh, my God. Definitely in that division.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I think C.J. Stroud's going to be the best, but I don't think Bryce Young's a bust. No way. Will Levis, I'm already telling you, that's the worst quarterback in the draft. I'll stick by
I don't
it.
agree. I don't agree.
He's the third string.
Is that the Mayo guy?
That's the third string Mayo eater, yeah.
Fuck
I think Levis will be better. Will have a better career than Bryce Young.
You better hope he steps in shit because right now he's third string.
Hey, he ain't playing with the Giants, so I really don't give a shit overall. I'm just giving you my opinion.
That fuckhead might not even be suiting up for games. Jesus.
Yeah, we never know, man.
As a chance.
But I love Pat throwing Bryce Young out there. I love that. It's my boy.
Come on, Pat. How much did he just Venmo you to say that shit?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, let me know because I'll take some of that action.
I'll say it's fucking garbage for 20.
What are you paying?
Yeah, right. I'm trying to think of some other guys that like are just off the top of my head, but whatever. I can't think of anything right now.
There's just so many, man.
There really is. On a side note, did you guys see? We talked about it before. This fucking sphere out in Vegas that they lit it up for the first time yesterday on 4th of July.
And it was pretty fucking cool looking, man.
This fucking thing is phenomenal, man. It's going to be a theater inside for sure. Like it's an arena. It's going to be an arena.
That's super cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like. U2 is going to be the band that opens it with the first shows. They're going to do like a 20 show run or something in there.
Wow,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but from what I heard is that it's not set up like the seats are not in the round around the whole thing. It's set up like an actual stadium. Like there's a stage on one side and then seats around it. You know. But Angelo, can you pull up some pictures of this freaking thing?
Yeah,
because this thing is phenomenal, man. Vegas just finds a way to keep doing it, man.
Look at that thing, man.
Look at that. I mean, that is
sick.
And it changes colors and shit, man. I mean, it's mind blowing.
That's amazing.
I mean, these are real pictures, man. This isn't like computer generated. This was last night in Vegas.
Absolutely fucking incredible. I love the one. It looks like an eye. That is.
I mean,
sick.
look at that.
Yeah.
The detail and the lights. How do they do that?
I don't know. And like, if this thing turns out to be a really successful type of thing, like I bet you're going to see these things popping up all over the fucking place.
New York, the city will have one.
Dubai will have one of these in a month from now. You know,
yep.
I mean, that is one of the coolest fucking things I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, it really is super fucking cool.
Yeah, so go Google the Las Vegas Sphere. I don't know exactly where they have it on the strip. I think it's
It looks like it was right next to the Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
I think the Ferris wheel is actually a lot further away than you think, because we didn't. Maybe. I mean, we saw it. I think it's past Planet Hollywood where we were staying, wasn't it?
Dude, in the picture, I mean, it doesn't look.
Can you pull it up again? Can you pull up a picture again?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely further than where it looks. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, it looks close until you got to walk from one to the next to the other. Yeah. Let me see.
In between Mandalay Bay and Bellagio.
No. Mandalay Bay is all the way down the end of the strip of the airport. It's
but look at the picture. It's right behind it.
All right, so there's MGM. And then it's set back there.
Oh, look at the other angle, because this one, look, that's the Bellagio right there.
That's the Venetian.
Oh. Where?
Right? Crazy? Oh, that's the Palazzo. That's the one
Palazzo.
That's next to the Venetian.
Oh, yes. So
hold on, so it's down, but it's down past the Venetian, but across the street.
Yeah.
Which means it's probably not far from Caesars.
No, definitely.
It's got to be somewhat close, yeah.
Yeah. It's probably back where that mall and stuff was past Caesars. I mean, that's just, again, I think that is one of the coolest fucking things I've seen, man. It's amazing.
Yeah, that is sick. That really is so cool.
Yeah.
Imagine being like on a flight and flying over Vegas and seeing that. Like, it's a fucking huge ass eye.
What's this giant eye staring up at the airplane right now?
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking weird.
That's pretty incredible, man. It really is.
I was thinking about that last night when like fireworks are going off. Like if you're on a plane, you see all these fireworks going off. It's probably pretty cool.
Oh,
I'm sure it looks pretty intense.
Man, of the city last night. Look insane.
I mean, the firework thing to me, I'm not a big fan of it. I'll be honest, just because. I mean, if Angela, I don't know how your dogs were. My cats were terrified last night.
They hate them.
I mean, Eli was just hiding. We didn't even know where the fuck he was. Sushi was running around with her. I mean, I thought she was gonna have a heart attack. I mean,
yeah, the animals hate it.
You know, if it's one night and it's 4th of July and they want to go nuts, okay, that's fine.
That's when I love it. Yeah.
Everyone starts May 30th leading up to 4th of July, you know, and it's every fucking night, you know?
That's annoying. I like 4th of July fireworks. That's it.
4th of July, I get it, man. It's tradition. Go nuts. It's one night. We'll deal with it, you know? But when it's a Tuesday in May and it's 9:30 at night, I don't need a mortar shell blowing up a fucking block away, you know? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Uncle Mike, we'll bring you on as a guest and we'll get into a whole firework episode, man. Oh God,
I love fireworks though, man. I just the whole week and a half before it and 3 days after it, it's just like it's enough, man.
And I never understood that anyway. You bought all that money, you bought all this shit, you spent all that money. Save it for the 4th of July.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, blow it all up.
Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Go insane the night of.
Just do it the night of. I can live with the one night, man. I get it.
Yep.
But you know, my neighbor was blowing up a bunch of shit. I had shit all over my fucking driveway this morning on my front lawn. I'm like, what the fuck, man? You know, like it just gets annoying, but whatever.
Definitely.
It's over with, so it is what it is. Gentlemen, that is all I had for tonight.
That's really it, man.
Yeah, same.
Quick one. I think next week we'll hop into maybe some of the biggest steals of the draft. Might have to do a top 10 for this one though, because there's going to be some names out there, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. For sure.
Yeah,
biggest steals. I'm definitely thinking we should hop on that next week. So
yeah, what's the criteria for a steal? Just getting a really good player that wasn't expected to be, or like what if the team made a trade to trade up?
Yeah, either or honestly, either one works. A late round pick that worked out.
Yeah,
like somebody that like dropped or something. That
someone that
dropped. Think it would be available. And
yeah, or like what if it's like pick the Trubisky Mahomes thing, right? Say their careers right now were reversed and the Bears traded up to get Trubisky where they got him. Would that be considered a steal? Because they made a trade because they wanted him, you know? Like is that considered a steal? I don't know.
No, I would say like players that panned out because of a move like that, you know? Like
right.
Trubisky didn't trade up and got Mahomes when everyone thought Trubisky was going to go first, like something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it would be a bigger thing, I think, but
yeah, like I'm hoping that
your criteria, man.
I'm hoping the Giants got a steal with Hyatt where they got him, you know?
Yeah.
That could go on in a couple of years for sure.
Yeah. But we'll see. Definitely. All right. Yeah. So we'll do that next week. I guess that's about it, man. We got a busy weekend coming up. We got weddings to go to. We got parties. We got, it's this summer already has been nonstop every weekend, man.
I love it, though.
Yeah.
I love it.
I just don't like it. It makes it go so fast because before you know it, it's going to be fucking September 12th or something. But football will be here. So that'll be
September, I want to say 7th is the first game, official game.
Yeah.
Chiefs Lions Thursday night.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh, I'm so hyped for football, man. I can't
wait to start making our predictions again. Oh,
yep.
I know.
It's going to be a blast, man. We got to start getting ready for fantasy too.
Yeah,
I'm so ready.
We got to weed out some hackers this year on our fantasy football league, man.
Yeah.
Got to get rid of some of these clowns.
Somebody's got to beat Frank this year in mine, man. He's 3 out of 4 years.
Fucking guy's killing it, man. Killing it.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, boys. Well, listen, thanks everyone for listening, commenting. Again, remember to go to YouTube if you haven't done so already. Go to our page, Sports of Ages. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notifications, and we appreciate everything, man.
Yep. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, man. We'll see you guys later. Take care, man.
Peace.
Bye.